Could this strange place outside of Joshua Tree, California, hold the keys to healing? And what does non-human intelligence have to do with it? Let's find out. Something strange happened.
Just saw it today and I felt like it was put in my path, like, oh, check
That's
this out.
Danielle driving. She owns the Tattoo Room in Simi Valley, and she created an amazing oracle deck called The Work. Sitting shotgun, that's Samantha, an amazing hypnotist and a wise woman. They were driving me to the Integratron. The Integratron is a unique dome-shaped structure located near Joshua Tree, California, built in the 1950s by George Van Tassel, a UFO contactee who claimed to have received its design through communication with non-human intelligences. Today, the Integratron is best known for its immersive sound baths, where recipients recline beneath a wooden dome while harmonic tones resonate throughout the structure via crystal singing bowls. The site has become a destination for those interested in consciousness, sound healing, sacred geometry, and UFO history. I told the girls how, in 2008, my husband Mike survived a near-fatal motorcycle accident that left him with a devastating set of injuries and a long road to recovery. As a yoga instructor and lifelong student of the healing arts, I began exploring every possible modality that might heal him. It led us to the Integratron. It was here that my husband received a miraculous healing. When Mike was finally able to travel again, I brought him to the Integratron for a private sound session. Why did I choose to do this? During my first sound bath there, I had entered a profound altered state, unlike anything I had ever experienced. The effects were deeply transformative and ultimately inspired me to study crystal bowl sound healing. What began as a tool to support my husband's recovery eventually became an important part of my own spiritual and creative path. I was sure this place could help Mike. Although he had made significant progress in recovery, his hand had still virtually no mobility due to the severity of his injuries. But during the session, the facilitator struck an F-note crystal bowl near him, and to our astonishment, his fingers began to move and wiggle on their own. Whether it was resonance, coincidence, or something we didn't understand, neither of us had ever forgotten that moment. It moved me from participant to practitioner. But today I was here just to practice my own relaxation and share the experience of the Integratron with Danielle and Sam. Even before entering the Integratron, the girls and I noticed something unusual, a sensation, a more than subtle vibration that seemed to travel up through the ground and into our legs. It was impossible to ignore. According to the Integratron's history and lore, the dome was built atop the convergence of 3 underground aquifers. The region is said to possess unusual geomagnetic properties. George Van Tassel chose the location deliberately, convinced that the land itself played an important role in the phenomenon he had hoped to create there. We went ahead, we checked in, and we may have spent a little bit of time in the gift shop. There's lots of great places to get lost, and I was happy to find my own little signifier, the scorpion. But soon it was our turn to enter the building and experience an amazing sound bath. After a brief introduction downstairs, one by one we climbed into the upstairs area. Samantha and Danielle marveled at the acoustics. Inside, the Integratron feels alive with sound. The massive wooden beams act almost like tuning forks, carrying vibrations throughout the structure. A whisper spoken onto one end of the beam can sometimes be heard so clearly at the other end, it's as if the building itself is transmitting a message. Along with the dome's remarkable acoustics, these subtle phenomena contribute to the feeling that the Integratron is not merely a building, but a resonant musical instrument designed to amplify both sound and experience. As we laid down and started drifting off, I went into this deep meditative state, induced by dissonant binaural tones. I started to feel like I just couldn't keep my eyes open. My eyes seemed forced shut, yet yet I was having visions. I was seeing without seeing. Soon I observed myself out of body, lying on an operating table, while 3 mantis-like beings performed a mysterious procedure. And communicating with me directly through my psyche, the entities told me that they were addressing ailments in my gastrointestinal system.
As the frequency altered my conscious state, mantis-like beings began working on my gastrointestinal tract. This dimensional shift was real and no dream.
I felt so relaxed and revived at the same time. But here's the thing. Since this event, since this happening, I haven't had much trouble with my GERD symptoms. I'm grateful for the healing I received, and I'm grateful for the healing Mike received. And now I share that healing with others.